How would you answer the question, what percentage of salespeople feel like their job satisfaction is, let's say, outstanding? What would you say? According to a Sales Insight study from 2018, only 17.6% of salespeople rated their job that way, outstanding. So there's a big percentage, some 82.4% of salespeople who don't feel that way. You know, they're probably just as motivated to succeed, but they're just not happy where they are. And I think that, see if you would agree, much of that unsettledness, or let's call it dissatisfaction, comes with the relationship with buyers. Another survey asked salespeople to describe buyers' perception of them. And the top three words came out. What do you think they were? Pushy, untrustworthy, and annoying. Ugh. So, you know, if most of us tend to be socially aware if we're selling, and when a prospect resents us, we notice. So, and that takes a toll, and you probably know how that feels. So it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, it shouldn't be. I know when I was first in sales, I was frightened half the time because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know there was a path. I thought I just had to figure it out, and as I went along, I didn't get enough coaching, if any. So most people don't enjoy sales because of that old traditional model from, say, 1960 or 1980 or who knows when. So think about it. Most people, we want to succeed, right? We want to win. We want to know where we are today and where we're going. But if you get up and head to the office or to your desk every morning and you're not really knowing what's going to happen that day, whew, that's a little unnerving. So the impact of making a shift from, say, out of control to more in control, now that's worth talking about. So then I have conviction, I have confidence. I think 80% of success resides between our ears, don't you? So when I'm in control, I feel more confident. When I'm confident, my competence starts to show. I feel like I've created a partnership with my buyer. And that's fun then. That's worth talking about too. I have that mindset. I helped a customer. I helped them solve an issue. I don't have to drive back to the office and say, hey, I got one. I'd rather walk home and say, I really helped those people today, took them to the next level. So I know, and you do too, when you act differently, you'll be treated differently. So how would you do that? So there's a couple things. One, pull people in as opposed to pushing your way in. Many of our sales approaches are an information dump, telling about what we know, our industry knowledge. But I want to teach you to hold back a little bit. Ask some questions and use your expertise to discover problems. That's your job, really. You're a problem solver, not a peddler. And if you want to stop wasting time, not every prospect's a buyer, so just know. So in fact, that same 2018 study showed that about half of prospects, from all industries across the board, don't need what you have. And so you'll save some time and energy by focusing on disqualifying as soon as possible. Remember, not everybody's a buyer, right? I suppose, unless you're selling milk or eggs or orange juice or whatever. So, and then do you know what to expect during every sales call? Do you have a path to follow? And then so you know, where did you go right? Where did you go wrong? Can you watch the game film? You can if you're doing virtual calls and recording them, right? That's kind of a blessing in disguise. So if you have a process that'll help you identify and repeat successful behaviors, then you're really onto something. And then watch, what are the attitudes, the behaviors, and the techniques that are getting you there. So there's something to think about for sure. I'll see you next time.